Wine, hand me the car keys and you take a taxi home, she ordered her driver firmly. Standing outside, the driver bowed down and handed over the keys before leaving. Wine got into the car, starting the engine and sped away, overwhelming with pain. Tears welled in her eyes, but a streak of anger restrained her. Every time Jungkook's image flashed her mind, she accelerated, fueled by rage. She converted the half-hour journey in just 15 minutes and reached home, screeching the car to a halt outside. She tossed the key to the guard and hastily retreated to her room, struggling to hold back tears. It was getting hard to restrain them, and she definitely didn't want to face anyone as she entered her room. She headed straight to the bathroom, craving the calming effect of a cold shower. Stepping under the shower head, she let the cold water droplets wash over her. She was wept and sobbing intensely, feeling that after traversing the difficult journey of 8 years, she had lost everything in one moment. She had lost everything. The closeness and love of person she had longed for 8 years was now embarrassing another girl, kissing her as if his life depends on her. Those 8 years reminded her of a Jungkook's touch. She harshly rubbed her forehead and waist as if wanting to erase his touch. Why did you do this? Was my love insufficient that you left me for someone else? I sacrificed everything for you, loved you selflessly, and you couldn't even remain faithful. I made myself worthless for your sake, and you couldn't even keep one promise of loyalty. If you didn't love me, you should have said so. At least you wouldn't have deceived me. Can you even imagine how distressed I am right now? She screamed in anguish, clutching her head as she burst into tears. Her tears flowed like water, mingling with her unbearable pain. Her wounds on her were still fresh, her anguishing was still raw, and she needed time to heal from this painful blow. Why I am crying? He should be the one in tears. I lost something that was never truly mine, yet he lost what was excusably his. She wiped away her tears, stood up, took a shower, put on comfortable clothes, and lay down on the bed. She kept turning, trying to fall asleep, but sleep eluded her. The more she tried to erase Jungkook's face from her mind, the more it lingered. Her eyes welled up with tears repeatedly, which she kept wiping away. She struggled to be strong but couldn't. Seeing the person she had harboured in her heart, with whom she got frustrated and sat up, rubbing her eyes harshly once again. What's wrong with me? He's probably enjoying himself with someone else, and I am here shedding tears for him. At that moment, she needed someone with whom she could share her pain or purpose, forgetting it by looking at them. She closed her eyes restfully. Her dad was not home and she knew where he would be at that time, so she went straight to his office and entered as soon as the door opened. Why, Dad, why didn't you come home early today? I was waiting for you. As soon as she entered, she spoke hastily and he looked at his daughter with surprise. He had not expected her to be there at that time. She appeared to be normal, but her eyes revealed how much she had cried, and he, being her father, could easily tell the state she was in. According to me, you should be at the party right now. Today is Jungkook's success party. You said you will be there tonight, so I stayed here to work. Oh, alright, I must have forgotten. You finish your work, I'll wait for you. She went and sat on the couch, picking up a magazine to browse, while her father began to look at her with suspicious eyes. Today, his daughter seemed different to him. Why didn't you attend the party today? Today is such a big day of happiness for you and him after all the hard work you put in for so many years. Dad, I just didn't feel like going. I didn't think I was needed there. He is successful and happy today, that's enough. Why do I need to go? I felt it would be unnecessary, so I didn't go. She spoke while barely keeping herself composed, her voice choked with unshed tears that seemed to be stuck in her throat. What do you mean you are not needed there? Your 8-year-old love, whom you sacrificed your dream and desires for. She smiled bitterly at her father's words, and Jungkook's image flashed through her mind once again. He is not waiting for me, Dad. He is happy with his success, and I am happy for him too. Vine's father looked at her with gentle eyes. She was not making eye contact or facing him. Instead, she kept staring at the magazine, her gaze fixed to him. His daughter seems broken and shattered today. He rose from his seat, removed his My pretty daughter, I'm your father and you are lying to me. Tell me what happened. Did he say something to you or did you two have fight? No, Dad, he didn't say anything. It's just that 8 years had passed since we have been together, and now my heart is done. I don't love him anymore. That's why I quietly drifted away from him. You are lying to me again, Vahan. Love at a young age leaves deep marks that last a lifetime. Even if the person perished, the love itself never fades away. No, Dad, he didn't do anything. He's a good person. The mistake was mine. I wasted my time in the wrong place. I should have understood him, but I became too selfish, thinking only of myself. But now I don't want to trouble him anymore. I want to move away from him. Tears began to flow from her eyes, and her father heard as seeing her like this. He wiped away the tears, embarrassed her, and stroked her back in her father's arms. All right, whatever my daughter wants will be done. Don't think too much and don't distress yourself. He was a father, and even if she couldn't put her feelings into words, he grasps them perfectly. Sorry, Dad, I couldn't be the good daughter you deserve, and I couldn't keep the promise I made to you. I also couldn't make a good future to myself. Our daughter has failed. My daughter is very good and capable. There is still plenty of time to build a future. You are a highly capable businesswoman. Today, he is where he is because of you. Without you, he would have reached this place. But I don't like this place, nor do I want to compete with him. I want to go far away from her, very far. She spoke while clinging to his chest. That person and made her despise the entire country. Okay, if you want to go too far away, but can you live without me? You will stray so far away from me. You'll visit me every week, won't you? Every day, if that's what you really like. He beamed with affection at his daughter. I have a connection in Denmark, a friend's son who is just starting his business. You could consider investing with him and launching your own enterprise. So, when are you planning to leave? Now. So soon you are leaving in a few days. You are not feeling well yet. I'm okay, Dad. If I stay, I'll just be wasting my time, and I already lost so much. I don't want to squander any more of my life. Alright, take some rest for now. I'll make all the necessary arrangements for you in the meantime. Snuggled in his lap, she rested her head, and he lovingly caressed her hair. He was the epitome of a perfect father, one who comprehended and backed his daughter unflinchingly. Morning dawned, and he woke up trying to sit up, but a sharp headache forehead forced her to groan. As he got up, he clutched his head in his hand. His groan woke up his personal assistant, who had dozed off sitting on the adjacent couch at the night before. Everything okay? What's wrong? He asked immediately, approaching her as he rose, while Jungkook watched him with a curious expression. What brings you to my room at this hour? He gestured to the room, and Jungkook looked around, realizing he was in his office, dressed in his nightclothes. He tried to recall something, straining his mind, but the headache intensified and he groaned in pain. Why can't I remember anything? And why are we in the office at this time? You must have had one too many drinks last night and ended up sleeping on the table at the party. Alex and I carried you to the your office room for your comfort. What nonsense are you talking about? I never touched alcohol in my life, and last night I didn't even go near the drink counter. Yet you're saying I passed out on the table because I drank too much? I apologize, sir, but you were under the influence last night, and there was that girl. Your condition now speak to how heavily intoxicated you were. Which girl? What are you talking about? Speak clearly. Sir, as far as I know, you had a lot to drink last night and were with a girl. Then, after a while, you lost conscience and passed out. Now I recall I was with Clara conversing with him when suddenly I felt dizzy and she departed. I don't remember anything after that. Do you have any idea what transpired? And didn't she attend the party tonight, sir? I already told you everything I know. And yes, Madam Ryan did come to the party last night. She even waited for you for a while, but you were preoccupied with that girl, so ma'am quietly left. How could I be preoccupied with her when she didn't come? Sir, I was occupied with letting guests review the camera footage for clarity. He averted his eyes, deeply respecting him, and couldn't bring himself to disclose the truth. Alright, you guys go home to refresh and return to the office later. He stood up, put on his shoes, and stepped out, heading towards his home. He had never taken any kind of intoxicant in his life, and the one he was giving was strong dose. Jungkook's body was incapable of withstanding any. He had come out of the shower and had called Vine multiple times while on his way, but even now, as he continued calling her while getting dressed, her number remained unreachable. Jungkook, where is she? I don't know why she left last night. I didn't even go to pick her up, and I was probably talking to that other girl. I hope she ain't upset, but she is not like that. Not is she suspicious or get upset over trivial things. He stood before the mirror getting ready while talking to himself. Today I should have gone to pick her up. He entered Wine House, which seemed more like a palace than a home. He noticed the guards standing there, and they opened the door for him as if they knew him. Jungkook parked his car, got out, and greeted the guard. I am here to see Madam Wine. Could you please inform her? Sorry, sir, I am unaware if she is home or not. I just started my shift this morning. The staff inside will know. Please go in and ask about her. As he stepped inside, he was surrounded by numerous servants busy with their duties. Upon seeing him, they promptly halted their work and focused on. Sir, you are here today. They all looked at him with wonder, though he had come here for the first time. Everyone knew him because of wine. Yes, I am here to meet Wine. Will you call her for me? But sir, madam isn't home. She came home last night but left shortly after and hasn't returned since. Can you tell me where she might have gone or where I can find her now? No, sir, we don't know where she is right now. Only the masters know about. Last night, the master told us to pack all of madam's belongings and send them to the hospital, so that's all we know. You should ask the master for more information. Are you, sir, at home? If so, please call him. I wish to meet him with them. Sorry, sir. Master has not come home since last night either. He stepped out feeling disheartened, got into his car and drove away from home. A peculiar unease settled in her. He repeatedly tried calling Vine, but her phone remained switched off. The dread of losing Vine started to overwhelm him, and the more thought of losing her was unbearable. Where did you disappear to? Can't you answer my call just once? Let me know you are okay. Where are you? Now where do I look for you? Today he was worried about her. She always went to him herself, called him several times a day to inquire about his well-being. Jungkook never had to go to her or meet her, nor did he ever need to ask about her well-being. Wine never made him feel her absence, and now he is anxious about her absence for a while. He returned to his office. From there, he didn't know where he would find Swine's father now, as they had multiple offices and hospitals and often traveled apart, nor did he have their contact number to inquire about him. He sat in his office, eyes closed, worried and lost in thoughts about Vine. It was time for Vine to arrive at the office, but she had not shown up yet. So it's time for your meeting. All preparation are complete. Madam Vine had finalized this project yesterday. All that's left is for you to arrive and attend the meeting. Vine designed this project. She should also be in the meeting. Hasn't she arrived at the office yet? No, sir, she hasn't arrived, and I don't think she'll come today. You'll have to attend the meeting alone. Why didn't you inform me about her arrival at the party despite my being preoccupied? So I informed her that I would summon you, but she replied that you were occupied and she didn't wish to disturb your pleasant time, after which she departed. Pleasant time? What pleasant time was I having that she didn't want to disturb? So all the footage from the party CCTV camera is on your laptop. I told you to check it, but you didn't. Just take a look and you won't need to ask anyone what happened. With that, he left Jungkook's office, and Jungkook hastily opened his laptop to review last night's footage from all the cameras. Soon he found the footage of him sitting and talking with a Clara. As he continued watching the footage, his mind grew increasingly disturbed. He felt intense anger towards the girl and regret for his action. The way he was touching and kissing her made him feel ashamed and hateful towards himself. Witnessing himself in that state was unbearable. Just as he wanted to close, a laptop wine appeared in the footage. Her face wore its usual sweet smile, and she looked stunning in her blue dress. Her gaze seems to search for someone, but upon meeting Jungkook's views, her smile vanished instantly. He saw pain and uncertainty attached on her face for the first time. He saw her gaze at him without blinking, her eyes streaming with tears. Jungkook's lips trembled and his eyes moistened. He closed his laptop and wiped away his tears. This is this is dear Jungkook fan. I was not in my sense. I didn't know what I was doing. You know me, I couldn't do such a things. Meet me once, give me a chance to clear myself. Where have you gone? Forgive me, I caused you pain. I can understand how hurt you must have been. Where he suddenly remembered the words of Vine's servant and immediately pulled out his phone to call his PA. Find out right now and tell me where Vance died at that moment. There's no time to waste. Hurry up. He cut the guy immediately, stood up and left his office, got into his car and set out to find him. Vine, please don't leave me. I can't live with you. Without you, give me a chance to recertify this mistake. Don't tolerate this pain. I understand how unbearable it is for you. Please don't go. Don't abandon me. He spread a long lost in self talk, his heart filled with prayers that Vine was safe and had not abandoned him.